What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here with another episode of Records and Ramblings. Before we get into the records, we're going to do a little bit of rambling. So apparently this is my 100th vinyl video. And I was racking my brain trying to come up with some cool thing to do, and I couldn't come up with anything. I was going to do a whole video dedicated to some other awesome music-related channels, but I decided against doing that, man. You guys click these videos to watch me talk about records, not gush on about people. So in the description section, I put a pretty comprehensive list of all of the guys that I watch consistently, but there are a few people whose videos I click immediately because I know they're going to show stuff that I've never heard of before or stuff that I really want. So I'm going to run through those really quickly, and then I'm going to show some records. So let me make this clear. This is only a list of people who currently make vinyl or collection videos, not people who haven't put up anything in months, and not the guys who I enjoy but they just do vlogs or music reviews. I'm talking about people that do collection videos. And I'm going to go in alphabetical order here so there's no weird issues with hierarchy of who's better and who's not. So first one, Bog Phantom, one of the best on YouTube, man. Every video he does is absolutely inspiring because it's so creative. And he's always showing bands that are hella obscure, that either I don't know about or think that more people should be talking about. The next person I'm going to talk about, Count Blaggereth. Everyone knows this guy. Everyone subscribed. Great taste in metal. I still don't get the whole metalcore thing, but I still think it's kind of cool to hear him talk about these bands. You know, maybe one day there'll be a band that he mentions that I do dig, because I do check him out when he talks about them. Plus he keeps me up on other genres like Doom and stuff that I don't really pay that much attention to. Eric Bauer, the fucking OG, man. The best part about his channel is he's always showing shit that I have never heard of. I grew up in punk, and I thought I knew a lot, but this motherfucker embarrasses the shit out of me. So whether it be some weird, obscure punk shit, some weird death metal stuff that I just never sought out, some weird crust stuff, he's always showing great shit, man. He's just a generally pretty rad dude. Goro Stern, easily one of my favorites on YouTube, not just because his music taste is great, but because of his attitude, man. He's one of the happiest, most positive guys on this platform. He makes me wish I wasn't such a curmudgeonly asshole all the time, but his awesome attitude is totally infectious, so that keeps me coming back to his channel, and I'm glad to see him back making videos. Josh Armijo, Runner JMA, one of the nicest guys in this YouTube metal community, shows lots of records, lots of CDs, tons of shit that has totally gone over my head, and since he reviews so much shit, I'm always finding out about stuff from this fucker that I'd never heard of, especially with death metal, so I really appreciate him for that. The homie, Canyon Bickle. Everyone knows him, and as much as I sit around like a dork online looking for fucking black metal, this dude always manages to show me a few bands that I've absolutely never heard of. L Mounts, man, this is a guy that I think a lot more you guys should be watching. All of the guys that talk about hardcore and metalcore, you really should be paying attention to the shit that he shows. He's the real deal when it comes to this hardcore shit, and that's mainly why I watch his channel, man. I don't keep up with hardcore the way that I used to and the way that I should, so I look to him for that. And plus, he knows a shit ton about old punk, blues, rock and roll, so yeah, go sub to this motherfucking guy. Marty Worm. Yeah, Marty's fucking rad. I always look forward to his videos because he's always showing some great modern shit that I've never heard or some great old school shit that I've never seen. And whether it be black metal, thrash metal, death metal, you know, whatever, he's always got some great stuff. And like Eric Bauer, it's nice to see one of the older guys, kind of like myself, who's been around for a long time, has been doing this shit for a long time, but isn't some pretentious, angry dickhead who just complains about hipsters and SJWs and about how modern metal sucks. So I appreciate Marty for that. White Filth Vinyl, another guy who I don't see a lot of people talking about, and he's always showing records that I'm like, fuck, man, like, how do you always get the lowdown on shit before it seems like anybody else does, dude? Like, damn near every time I watch one of this fucking guy's videos, I'm seeing some record where I'm like, fuck, I didn't even know that was out. Then I go and look, and it's completely sold out, and it's fucking selling on Discogs for like $90. So watch this guy just to be jealous of the shit that he seems to always get a hold of before everybody else. And last but not least, Wyatt XM. I put him in the same category as Canyon. You know, as nerdy as I am about music, quite frequently he shows me some random obscure band that has never crossed my radar. Plus, he's just a good dude who deserves your support. So yeah, so that's it. Again, this is not all of the people that I watch. I watch a ton of you collection guys, and that list is going to be in the description section down there. So make sure you flip through that list. Check out all of those people. Let's get into what you guys came here for. The fucking records. First record I'm going to show you, this is Anohni with Hopelessness. This is one of my favorite albums last year, and although I didn't love it the way I loved her work with Antony and the Johnsons, this stuff is still really good, but Antony and the Johnsons was brilliant. But yeah, stuff is great. That incredible voice over some really interesting, glitchy, but beautiful kind of dancey beats. Definitely worth checking out. Front cover, back cover, printed inner sleeve here with lyrics and song titles, and it's on black, so I won't bother showing you that. So make sure you guys go check this out. Next record I'm going to show you, Nails, You Will Never Be One of Us. I'm sure most of you guys that like this kind of shit, you already have this record. I've had it for a long time. I just never got around to showing it. There's no need to yammer on about this record. You know, I love it. Some other people love it. Some people hate it. Some people hate it because other people love it. Who fucking cares? I don't care. What the fuck ever. This shit is hard as fuck. And that's it. Front cover. Back cover. Printed inner sleeve with some lyrics. And what other color would this be on but pink? I mean, what other color would make sense for a tough as nails fucking hardcore record? I don't know. If you know, let me know. And yeah, forgot to mention cover art by the one and only Jeff Whitehead of Leviathan. So that's tight. Next record I'm going to show you, this is, I don't know how to pronounce this band's name, but I think it's Shamash. And the album's called Triangle. I wasn't aware of this band until my boy Wes told me about him. After he explained what the record was like, I was like, yes, I'm definitely going to check that out because it sounds interesting. And then he just randomly sent me the record, which was super fucking cool of him. Wes is an awesome dude. But yeah, but this is great. Reminds me quite a bit of Behemoth. So I think if you like Behemoth, you would definitely dig this. It's broken up into 3 parts. The first 2 are more metal, the last being a more ambient type of feel. Which that part is cool. I won't lie, I don't listen to that part that much because it's not that awesome. But the metal stuff is actually really, really, really fucking cool. This is a big record, tri-panel here. 3 records. I will not take those out because I just don't need to show you because they're on black. And yeah. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Shataan with Way of the Wolf. And this is another record that I could swear I showed already, but it was still highlighted on my spreadsheet. So if this is your second time seeing it, this is your second reminder that you need to buy this shit. Because it's fucking great. Kind of weird, kind of sort of black metal from the Black Twilight Circle. You know, and all of those bands are really incestuous. So of course it has members of Valon and Arismenda playing on this. And this is now one of my favorite projects out of that collective because I've honestly never heard anything like this. It's so fucking weird. It doesn't sound like black metal to me. It sounds more like a really bizarre punk record. It has that kind of black metal underproduced kind of sound, but the riffs definitely remind me more of punk rock. And it has these kind of weird, yelled, almost sung kind of vocals. I don't really know how to describe this, man, but I thought I was going to hate this when I first heard one of the snippets, but I actually ended up loving it. The record's on this really cool kind of blue, smoky vinyl. Very, very nice. Nice printed inner sleeve here. And it comes with this poster that I'm sure I will never, ever hang up. And the last record I'm going to show you in this edition of Records and Ramblings. This is the self-titled album from Youth Code. This is their very first record. If you like their other stuff, I feel like you'll like this one too. It's out of print, but I don't think it's really that hard to find. The copies I saw floating around weren't really that expensive. But yeah, sounds like more early Wax Trax kind of industrial stuff. More Skinny Puppy mixed with V&V, mixed with 9 Inch Nails kind of stuff. Just a fucking great record, man. Front cover, back cover. Hopefully you guys can see that because it's kind of dark. on this red with kind of black speckled in there kind of vinyl. Very nice. And a cool insert. So, yeah. Alright, so that's it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you. Please don't die. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright? Peace, bitches.